God, I'm so weird. I'm such a weirdo and I love it. So, hello and welcome back. So today's conversation is about how to spot provider men. More specifically, how to identify provider men. Now, why this conversation? Well, because we're thinking rich. We're thinking rich. And speaking of rich, just because a man is rich does not mean that he's a provider man, does not mean that he's going to be a provider man. Okay. Because a provider man is a man who actually naturally wants to provide. He does not, you do not have to beg him. You do not have to chase or argue with him about providing. He naturally wants to provide because um, a some women will often say, "Oh, I want a rich man," or "I have a rich man." Well, is he a provider man? Is what you have to determine because provider man is key, you know, because a rich man can be a rich bomb and a broke man can also be a broke bomb. Okay. Oh, there are rich men that are rich bomb, and they are basically like bomby men, bombish men. Because any chucklehead can be rich. Rich is not rare. Rich is everywhere. So, but is he a provider man is the question, and that's key. Now, a provider man will offer, okay? So, since you understand that, there are some rules of engagement that you have to consider, that you have to be aware of. And what are they? They're simple, really. So, the rules of engagement are that you are a vibrant, radiant, intoxicating woman. You do not chase, beg, or argue about a man providing. You should naturally want to provide because there is a switch within them that is activated when he wants to provide. Okay. So also do not jade. What does that mean? Jade stands for JADE, which is you do not justify, argue, defend, or excessively explain why you are who you are, what you are, or the way you are. You simply are. So do not jade. Okay. So, yes, those are the rules of engagement. And also, you must remember that you are like the flower, and the flower does not go to the bee. The bee comes to the flower. Now, the flower may smell good, may sway a little, but the flower attracts the bee. So, this is how you will be mentally prepared, how you will be prepared mentally when you have a provider man. So that way you won't be a desperate puppy or a pathetic puppy or an eager beaver. Okay? Because you are an intoxicating woman. You are intoxicating, and the man should be thinking, oh my God, what an intoxicating woman. I should have found her sooner. Where has this woman been hiding? I'm so grateful that I found her. It's a miracle that I found her. So now I found her. Okay. So that's how a man should feel. Yes. Okay. Okay. Sometimes you do have to be the bee and sometimes you have to be the flower, but in this case, you would have to be you go, I mean, not the bee. In this case, you would have to be the flower. you stay and you allow the bee to come to you. Okay. Yes, puppies are cute, but don't be like a desperate puppy. Okay. Okay. So now that you understand those minor rules of engagement, let's explore how to spot provider men. Okay. So the first you must start with their age, how old they are. They must be older than you. They cannot be younger than you or your own age, because younger men are not really fully usually prepared to be full provider men. They must be at least 10, 15, 20 years older or even older than you. Okay. And this is for women who are 25 and older. They must be start at 20, I mean, they must start at 45 years old. That should be the age start, because 45 years old is when men generally start being more generous with their money. Okay. So that's why you need to start with the age. Okay. Not younger than you, not your own age, much older than you are. Because you have to understand, men are behind in maturity level than women are. They mature a little bit slower than women mature. So that's a whole nother story. So also, the way to spot provider men is that they will offer to provide, and they will want to provide without you begging, arguing, or chasing them for providing. They will offer. And also with provider men, they are concerned about your well-being. They are they want to elevate you financially. They want to add to you financially. And they are really concerned for your well-being, because they're not just there for fun. Unlike non-provider men, I mean, but there can be some fun, to be had, but they're not just there just to be there. Provider men are not just there for fun. Okay. They want to be concerned about your well-being. They want to add to you financially. Okay. Yes. And another way to spot provider men is through their actions, because they will say they're provider men in the things that they do not say. They will say it in the things that they do not say, because they will say it in their actions. Because you can't just listen to what a man say, you have to watch what he does. You have to have actions attached to those words. Okay. Because any chucklehead can say anything, can tell you anything, and not necessarily come through. They can say they're going to do XYZ, ABC, 1, 2, 3, and it doesn't necessarily happen. So provider men will say they are provider men in the things that they do not say, because they will say it through their actions, because they are usually a man of their word. That's why it's called a man of his word, because it's actions based. Because it's not called a woman of her word, because women have the right to change their minds. Women need that space to flow, to adapt, because biologically speaking, women have to be more adaptable, because women are the life givers, birth givers, and women can be pregnant. And next thing you know, they have to change their minds about things. And dare I also say that can women can bleed every month. Okay. So if she had plans, if she had intentions, then she would have to change her mind. Okay, because women need space to be shapeshifters, to shapeshift. Okay. So woman has the right to change her mind. That's why there's no woman of her word, because she has to change her mind from time to time. Now, there's a man of his word. Okay. So provider men will speak with their actions most times. Okay. So that's how you would spot provider men. Now, I think I'll end it here. I would say a lot more. I mean, but I changed my mind. I was going to say a lot more, but I changed my mind. Okay. God, I'm so weird. I'm such a weirdo and I love it. So that's all I had to say without saying too much. I hope you've been inspired by this conversation. So be inspired. Bye.